Welcome back to the table, Ring of Contrarians. Last time, the party found themselves face to face with an incarnation of Drova, left behind to guard the gauntlets that they thought had been removed from the fire. They find Dio in possession of 2 sets of god items, and then have to fight a dragon. Things go well for a while, and then quickly take a turn. Most of the party is on half health, and now that they're exiting the dungeon, having successfully defeated the incarnation of Drova, they find themselves at spear point. Take it away, DM.
So, where we left off, the party had just flashed into the chamber that you had entered all this fucking shit into. And as you look out into the main chamber, you see a wall of soldiers. But what's grabbed most of your attention was the spear points jammed into your face. Not into your face, but in proximity to your face.
It's close enough. That's close enough to my face.
And it's at this point that you hear shouting in the background. Someone familiar? Oi, let me in! I told you! I need to go down. I need to help them! And as you take your eyes away from the spear points, you can see over the soldiers clad in armor. It's fairly easy. They're only about 4 feet tall.
Oh,
Thank God.
hey, God, they're fucking dwarves!
And you can see a halfling being held by his arms as he's shouting down a dwarf. Shouting up to a dwarf. And he sees all of you as he hears the clatter of armor when everyone turned face and shoved spears your way.
Do we see this halfling at all?
Yes, you can see.
And Dwarvish,
Very clearly.
In Dwarvish, I yell, "Aye, you long-bearded asshole! Let go of him. He's with us."
The 2 holding him by the arms, look up and then look at each other, and then look back in your direction, and you can see a clear, both confusion and anger, because they're not sure which one you're talking to. And you see another dwarf, clad in far more fancier armor, turn around and see y'all in your half-dead glory. Ah, is this the party that decided they were gonna go down into the dungeon?
We prefer the term Heroes of Orwell, but yes.
Hello.
And he looks over to the side, and you take notice of Petrick, who's just standing there. Oh yes, that is the group, that I had told you about.
Patrick.
You probably didn't tell him, did you?
Patrick,
Yes?
listen. I'd love to chat. But would you have them put the spears down, please? I've had enough of sharp things in my face for today.
And water. No more water. No water.
I'm just... Definitely could put the spears down. And the dwarf looks up to Petrick, looks over at your group, sees your bedraggled forms, and Leafin, you take notice of a dragonborn guard who rushes up the stairs. The dwarf looks at all of you and is like, "Fine. Stand at ease, boys."
Oh, we better beware. The halfling's going to attack soon.
Ooh.
Aye, why don't you let go of that one over there?
This one over here.
Aye, he's not causing anybody any problems.
Oh, no, he's not causing a lot of trouble. Other than the fact that nobody knows how the fuck he got down here.
Doesn't matter.
Aye, let him go. Are you really going to treat the Heroes of Orwell with this kind of condescension? I mean, it's mean. Hateful, even. Don't appreciate it.
He looks at you in your group and Heroes of Orwell.
That is correct.
Twice.
Aye, twice. Yeah. Forgot the second time for whatever reason. But yeah,
I am
twice.
currently heavily leaning on Leofin right now.
Right. Well, if you are all definitely the heroes, I am certain that our lovely hosts would like to talk to you. And a very fine, live dragonborn comes down the stairs.
Do I recognize this Dragonborn?
This one, no.
Okay.
Do I recognize him?
You do not recognize her.
Her, sorry.
Sulin. Hello. I was thankfully informed that you all had returned. We had decided that your group was probably dead at this point.
Oh,
Hold on, quick question. How long have we been gone?
Right,
Not
we weren't in
long.
there for that long.
Not long, it's only... I think it's just a few hours past midday.
that seems a very, very quick turnaround for assuming someone's dead. I mean, my parents have thought I was dead twice, but they at least waited 6 months.
Aye, we
Yeah.
also got into the fortress as well, but I guess that doesn't mean anything about our abilities.
I'm just saying, this was a vault made by a god. I didn't expect anybody to be making it out of it.
Aye, and
Oh
we
yeah, had a discussion with that god. Fun times.
fought that god, kinda.
You see an eye ridge rise.
The Byrdi does the head tilt, like that wide-eyed head tilt at the back of Dio's head. Just like, oh boy.
Can I feel this? I can probably feel
You
this.
could probably feel this.
You fought the god and survived, I assume.
Yes.
I died.
obviously.
But I
Yeah, we all died.
No, we survived.
I wasn't sure if there was some kind of thing where they just popped you out here whenever you got killed. No one knows how these things work.
If it makes you feel better, I feel dead.
You don't look that good, no.
Aye, she's a bit waterlogged and a little exhausted.
Right. And you can see a bit of curiosity in her expression. I have a proposition for you.
Can it wait till after we've eaten?
And had sleep. Definitely some sleep.
You don't. Okay.
How about I have a little banquet brought up? Would that be good?
How about you don't waste your rations? You haven't even told the majority of the populace that you're under siege. That's why you're
Most
having
of the
such a hard
populace-
time.
Most of the populace does know we're under siege.
Really?
Yes.
I do have a question. The barber down the street doesn't. Is no one going to tell him? Because I...
Which barber?
What was his name? Jeremiah. Jeremiah. By the way, he is having a special. I said I'd get the word out, but he's having a special. You should absolutely go. He's very good.
With hair.
Aye, with hair. Don't get getting brain surgery, which
She-
apparently is something he does.
She looks at you, like head to toe. You went to Jeremiah?
Aye, Patrick recommended it.
She looks over at Patrick. You go to Jeremiah? You should not have gone to Jeremiah.
Aye,
He's
but
not stable.
only 2 people died from brain surgery, I've heard.
2 people died from brain surgery.
Aye, I didn't go in for brain surgery. I got a trim.
I'm pretty
See?
sure they were there for a trim as well. He just
Listen,
missed it.
I'd love for this conversation to continue on about haircuts and brain surgery, but again, A banquet's not necessary, but some rest would be nice. And then we can talk. Patrick, I assume the fact that the dwarves are here means that you got your teleportation circle working.
I mean, if you don't want new gear, that's fine.
Oh, hold on.
She starts walking up the stairs.
I can't wear it right now anyway. I can barely move my feet.
And she just keeps going.
Alright, hold on.
You tailless bitch.
Alright, oh, hold on. Ignore my friend. You said new gear.
Yes? She just stops halfway up the stairs.
I said the last part in Primordial.
Yeah. She stops halfway up the stairs, looks at you, Byrdi, and then looks at the rest of the group. Yes, something from our rare vault. But if you really care to sleep right now, that's fine. We can
have a short conversation. As long as you let my friend here come with us, if you don't mind.
Lloyd still standing there, being held by two guards.
He's at the time of it.
You two long-bearded pricks. I already said let go of him.
They both just stare you down.
I didn't kill a bunch of Nyogi so you bastards could treat him like this.
And a beholder.
And a fucking beholder, yeah.
I mean, did you actually kill the beholder?
I don't remember. I definitely killed the boss Nyogi. I skewered him through the asshole, but I don't remember who killed the beholder.
That was
It was either me or Vola.
I was about to say, it was definitely
Kaine?
Bola. No, it definitely wasn't Bola.
Oh yeah, because Vola was getting the ring.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Kaine?
How can you forget
Punch the
your
shit out of
fucking your powerhouse?
Here's the thing. It's not you because you never get the final kill.
Not until last week.
Last week you finally got it.
I've gotten
Twice.
several final kills.
Yeah, but listen,
Big Bad?
it's like
No.
when people make Francis surrendering memes, even though they've had a super successful military career. History, it's pretty impressive, but I'm sorry, no one's going to remember that. Everyone's going to remember the fact that that one, ice knife never works, and two, that you're not going to kill anything. You're gonna beat the shit out of it, but somebody else is going to kill still like a boss.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
But yes, no, I did. Sorry, it was more of just a jokey tangent, but anyway.
Yeah.
They just drop Lloyd and lands on his feet. He's like, thank you. Thank you. And he straightens out his jacket and
Hi, charisma gets you a lot of places.
right. I don't. So, what were we talking about?
Oh, in Halfling, I say to him, "Hey, did you pay a visit to the place I suggested?"
You're damn straight. I went to that place.
Pretty nice.
Amber says hi, by the way.
Oh, darling. We'll stop by before this trip is over. One more time, at least.
And then she passed out. But
Right, back to Common.
so I believe everybody is. What are we doing? I'm just going to go upstairs.
Cyphus is taking a nap.
You can't take a nap.
The fuck, I can't.
Yeah, you actually physically can't.
You physically are incapable of doing it.
I'm about to fucking try.
Well, she's offering us new gear, which I'm not sure if I can say no to.
We can probably get it later.
If you really want, we can set you up in one of the rooms inside the building.
That would be
Quite
much
frankly, I would like it if y'all didn't leave the building at present.
Aye, well, that makes me feel very uncomfortable.
We're trying to keep the fact that things are not as they were this morning.
What are you talking about?
Close
It's
to the
totally the same.
chest.
So I
As
toss
close
the barriers
to the chest as
down.
people.
I know,
how
it's
about-
called sarcasm.
All right,
I'm
fine,
too
but
tired for sarcasm.
all right, fine, but I think Byrdi has a very good point. We should avoid a banquet. There are people who are probably going to need some of that food. A nice sandwich would be fine. In fact, I could probably prepare something fairly good. I'm a very good cook.
I go to Leo Finn. Can you just get us some good berries? That's all I need.
No. We're gonna have some traditional halfling food.
I think you all did not understand my own sarcasm. I'm typically bad with it. When
It's a
I
drag
said
word.
banquet, I meant hardtack and some bacon.
Hi, I can still make something out of that.
Okay, if you wish. Anyway, if you really want, we have some rooms upstairs. You can stay in those. Very comfortable beds.
I think
It would
that's
be much appreciated.
I just want you to know it is midday. Take your time. We only have our army outside, and she goes back up the stairs,
Like they haven't been there for a while.
and she doesn't respond. Just gone completely up.
That was a Quicksilver, wasn't
Bye.
it? What color was she?
It was a Quicksilver.
I knew it.
racist. Byrdi, calm down.
The ones y'all have been having problems with before are the Silver Fangs, not the Quicksilver.
I know. But the
Wait,
Quicksilver
didn't we-
tails are the tailless ones.
Yes.
Didn't we hear that name before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, she's the bitch in charge.
Isn't really good at dodging things.
Nah.
Right.
But I bet y'all didn't see that one coming.
I need a nap.
Didn't have.
Alright. So,
Should we go check out those new lodgings?
Yes, please.
I think we could all use for a good rest, but first, Lloyd and I are going to go get Clive, because I don't know where he's at. And did you bring him with you, Lloyd?
the goat.
His name is Clive.
He was in the...
Right. The Clive.
Clive.
Tell me you ate him.
Aye.
No, nobody ate him.
Did he eat anybody?
I don't think so.
Oh, thank God.
The last time I saw Clive, he was in the stall next to Magnus.
Aye, right. We have a horse we also need to get.
Right.
Oh, right,
Well-
we do have a horse now.
Well, Bertie has a horse she needs to get.
So, upstairs?
We have to send a
Starts
runner for
walking
the
up.
animals. If they're not going to let us leave the building.
Right, fair enough. All right, upstairs we go.
Okay. So, after going upstairs, up the long stairs, you get to the top, and there is a dragonborn ready and waiting. Hello, my name is Jaras. I will be at your service for the time being. If you wish to take a nap, we have a lovely set of accommodations upstairs for you.
All right.
Lead the way, my friend.
Very well. And he leads you up the stairs into about a set of hallways that has a few doors opened up and leads you each to separate rooms. If you wish, you can pick any of the rooms here. They are fully stocked with some waters and very clean linens. So,
Oh, that's nice. Very
That's
nice.
very nice. Do you know if there's anywhere where we might take a bath?
I think we've had enough of a bath today.
the baths are down the hallway, just at the end, through those doors right there.
Excellent.
They are unisex, so.
Birdie just pushes off of Leofin and immediately heads for the bath. She's not even waiting for the end of the explanation.
As you're passing, there's we have had some people have a problem with that. I just want to make sure everyone is crystal clear on that.
Aye, well, these lot kind of need a bath.
He looks down and she's,
You just hear the door of the bathroom closing.
yes, I assume that you all must need a good bit of relaxation after such a treacherous time.
That is a mild understatement.
Right.
Yeah. If you need anything, just ring any bell in any room, and I will be at your service.
Alright, awesome. Thank you. Alright, I am going in there. I've got to get these clothes fucking off me. I am itching up a damn storm and I don't know what happened. Everything itches. I've been holding it for this long, but goddamn, I can't do it anymore.
You didn't show any sign of it.
Listen. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get fucking naked. And either you're gonna see it or you're not gonna see it, but I'm out of here. I'm taking a bath. There must be something on my skin. Oh, it fucking itches so much.
Cyphos wants to cast
And
Detect
there he
Magic.
Detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah, using magic eyes.
Okay.
Just because he's been acting funny, and last time he was acting funny, he was definitely charmed or something, so I'm curious.
Okay.
Acting funny. He's itchy this time. Clearly, this must be the work of Satan!
So,
Satan.
I'm sorry.
You know who else has hands? Satan.
so you throw
You're
on
not
your
wrong.
magic eyes, and as Dio's walking away, scratching up a storm, you can see a very faint amount of magic coming off of his armor, but with no distinguishable school.
Has that always been there?
To your knowledge, no.
By the way, I'm
Just
stripping
plain armor, right?
down the hallway. So
Oh, 100% expecting. I'm just seeing, I'm seeing your armor just slowly piecing down the hall, and then Dio's naked ass.
yeah, you're just seeing halfling buttocks right there.
As you start taking off the armor, you start feeling the itchiness recede quite a bit, but there's still that
It's like when you've been using something that vibrates a lot.
Yeah,
Like
you
you've
still
been
get
driving a car that's doing this, and you get off, and you're just you still feel it.
yeah. That's
Go
better
karting.
than what I was
Yes.
going to say.
Go karting.
Go karting will do
When your
that.
hands vibrate,
You're
because
just
the engine's making the whole steering column go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what it feels like. Still got that kind of echo to you, and you get into the bath, and it's a very large, open bath.
Mm.
Lots of room. Some places to wash yourself off before getting in, and
That's where Byrdi is right now.
yeah.
In the buck.
Hi, how's it going? Itching up a storm still?
Itching up a storm.
I do not know what happened. I was itchy through, for the part of that fight, I was very itchy, and I was very itchy getting out, and...
Are you allergic to dragon?
No? Don't know.
That's the first time we've ever met a dragon.
Alright, so I might be allergic to dragon. But I'm getting in the bath. I don't know if you feel uncomfortable...
Its face.
I don't know if you feel uncomfortable with this, but you better get damn used to it. I'm going in.
Wash off first.
Yeah, of course. I'm not a savage.
She hands him one of the buckets with hot water in it just to pour over himself.
So, yeah.
Nice. What about the rest of you guys?
Actually, I think I'll go ahead and just have a bit of a rest real quick. And claim one of these rooms for myself. And I'll just... Nearest open door, I'll just waltz right in and set my stuff down.
Okay.
Oh, Leofin.
Yes.
She kind of whispers into his ear. Do stay aware you have something on your person. Something we should keep amongst the group.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I don't fully trust these people. Do stay aware when you're in your room.
Right. I'll keep vigilant about it.
Now, Lloyd, she says in halfling.
Oh shit. Oh, shit.
I mean, this already came up between me and Dio back in Orwell, but I still not quite fond that you really know this.
There's no need for you to be a racist.
Not racist. It's just like bad manners, almost.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't remember being upset if someone else spoke Orcish. Now,
I don't believe much people do speak Orcish.
so I heard you went to a certain place.
A certain place.
You went to the whorehouse, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I definitely went to the whorehouse.
Okay. Go ahead and get yourself checked. Just in case.
Hey, I'll have you know that the people there are of the highest standards and quality checking in,
Dio gave you money, didn't he?
he gave me quite a handsome little prize.
Jeez. It's good to see you again, Lloyd.
It's great seeing you too, darling. So, if you don't mind, I'm also gonna go take a bath. And he just heads into the bathing area.
You hear the distance. Hi, Lloyd! Windmill!
Dio, if you put the thing in my face again, you're gonna lose it.
I didn't put it in your I can't even get up that high.
I'm sitting down, you dick.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to think if that would still be eye level.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
And this is when
No.
Cypress walks in.
I get that thing out of my face. Oh, right. Sorry.
No, I mean, Cypress is going to go for a bath, but, I mean, hopefully not participating in what is happening here.
right.
By the point that happens, Byrdi is probably actually soaking in the tub.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lloyd's taking off his clothes, and I was like, if you want to see how it's really done, and he puts his hands behind his head, he's like, I'll show you how it's really done!
Oh no.
And,
I
just
think
just a bunch of jiggly bits.
Roll.
Still has
I gotta know. Oh god, they're both rolling performance checks.
He's gonna lose. Oh, fuck it. Oh, thank God I rolled a 1. I would like to use my lucky feat.
Yeah, go for it. One again.
19.
19.
Plus.
No, it was 11 plus 8.
Okay.
No.
Or 8 plus 11.
Let me double check his charisma.
What's his charisma? Actually, that's
Surprisingly high.
a good... what are spell modifiers for rangers based off of intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah, why would it be intelligence?
There's only one class that's intelligence.
And then everything else is just subclasses.
Let's see.
You're like, I didn't want to have to pick up Lloyd's stats, but I forced your hand.
Yeah,
This is the first
fighters.
character I
When you do, what are they called?
The
Draconic.
Eldritch Knight.
The Eldritch Knights. Theirs is based on intelligence.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like things that you self-cast on yourself are just a better option altogether, because then you don't have to sink points into intelligence.
Intelligence is a
We're
dumb
doing,
stat.
performance check.
Kind of is. Yeah, performance.
Performance check.
Yeah.
Grand old performance of 3. He
Nice.
gets 7. He gets a 17.
Ah, get fucked.
And as he stops, you can see that he's only thing he's still wearing is his Rifter's medallion that also has a little charm next to it.
Hey, hold on now. What's this?
Byrdi's still wearing 2 amulets too. The Rifters and a different one.
He like slaps your hand. Keep your grubs off of it.
Hey, well, hold on. I'm just asking about this little charm here.
Well, if you must know, it was a present from my sister.
Oh, you have a sister.
Yeah.
Is she single?
If you go near my sister, I will fucking destroy you.
I was just asking. I'm making sure she's...
And you have no clue where, but he has a knife to your giblets now.
Where the fuck were you keeping that?
Hi,
You don't
Cyphos.
fucking need to know.
Don't look over there. It's disturbing.
I can already see it.
You can't unsee it.
No, you can't. And he
Hello.
puts the knife away, it seems to disappear.
Spandex space.
So, and as you're looking at his medallion, the little charm is like a little bird.
Hi. Well, it's nice and sweet. It's very... I like it.
Thank you.
Hi.
So,
I don't have my Rifter's medallion anymore.
why?
No reason. I think I just lost it in a cave.
Because he gave it to an imp.
That is not true.
He gave it to a kobold.
Oh,
That's
correct.
more correct.
That's completely correct.
You just see disappointment.
It
on
was
his face.
It was damaged anyway.
Because I had to damage it.
You damaged. Yeah, Cyphos damaged it.
Because you promised a medallion of very, very powerful proportions to a kobold who was blind.
You, how'd you damage it?
I scratched out one of the runes.
And you just see his eyebrows go up. Oh, y'all were lucky. And he just jumps into the path and just kind of scoots away from y'all as far, like all the way to the other edge of the pool.
Lloyd, I've seen you naked before.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
When?
I knew Lloyd before I was a Rifter.
All right.
Yeah.
3 bros chilling in the hot tub, 5
Yeah.
feet apart because we're not gay.
Yeah, no, it's not about the nudity thing. It's more about, I don't want to be near whenever fucking karma comes back and destroys you all, since you're all seem to be the luckiest sons of bitches that I have ever fucking known.
Oh no, it's just him, and Byrdi points at Dio.
All right. Listen, we halflings are naturally lucky people. I think.
True.
If it makes you feel better, his armor was making him itchy. Either that or he's allergic to dragons.
I can't realize. I still feel unclear. Yeah. By the way, we're halflings aren't nudity's nothing. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Dio, I forgot to mention, there was some aura coming off your armor.
Oh, that's.
Don't
not
know
good.
if that's a thing. It didn't look it looked harmless.
Hey, well, I'll talk to. Well, it's not magically enchanted armor, so I might have to talk. I might have to talk to Leaf and see if he can fix the problem.
I was about to say him, Vola, somebody.
Aye.
Maybe to
I'm
just
not
dispel
asking.
it.
I'm not asking Petrick. It'll take 2 weeks.
You know what? That's pretty correct.
That's fair.
I sink in the hot water till where it's like right below my eyes.
Dear God, we have a crocodile in the tub.
Not yet.
That's what they call my Johnson.
Aye.
And I think I'm good.
Aye, you need to stop that.
I refuse to fucking be in the water with some fucking dangerous
I-
snake just wiggling all about.
Come on, listen,
The most
Lloyd, come
inappropriate
on,
episode
come
we've
on.
ever recorded.
Lloyd, it's been about 20 years. We need to catch up on stuff. Don't leave. We didn't get a chat while you were in prison, mostly because you were being a stubborn asshole. But we haven't had a talk in a while.
Well, I'm sorry. And he like just stops at the edge of the pool, completely opposite of Cyphos.
Cyphos just giggling still.
Sorry, I was a little upset that I had been in prison for a few days with the chance of being killed.
Aye, and I got banished from the Elven capital. Whoop.
And both of these were self-inflicted. I wonder why people think
Self-inflicted? I didn't do
are-
that shit. That was Vola's fault.
No, we got banished
And then
because
you-
you decided to fucking fly around and started attacking guards.
No, that is not true.
Actually, we got banished because I'm far too curious for my own good.
Alright, fair enough. It's
And sinks back down.
So
I hope
literally,
I hope
three
she
of the
goes
four
back there.
people in this tub are just complete fuck-ups, is what I'm hearing.
Complete fuck-ups? I don't know what you're talking
Byrdi
about.
just lifts a hand. She's flipping Sifos off.
I have that same expression. Fuck you, Sifos. I got that ring, I put it on,
Dragonborn
and
sign language, I love you. Goes back under the water.
Someone should get her out in a couple of minutes. Anyway, Sifos, I got those gauntlets out myself. I fucking succeeded on that. I ain't no failure.
How'd you get the gauntlets?
That's enough. This conversation's ending right here.
Because he decided to
Nope,
put on
nope. She puts her hand. She's a naked Byrdi is now standing in the tub. She's got her hand over Sifos' muzzle, and she's got a finger pointed at Dio. And no. No, we're not talking about this with anybody.
Okay.
Aye, way to exclude Lloyd out of the conversation.
I feel really hurt. And he puts his hand on his medallion and is like, that pains me, Byrdi.
Yeah,
But surely you shouldn't be speaking about that shit in here.
Aye, fair enough.
Here, walls probably have ears, maybe even eyes.
Stop looking at the walls.
No,
Why are you
they wouldn't have
fucking
eyes. They would have fucking passed out when Sifos walked into this damn room.
Everyone
Anyway,
does. Everyone does.
You don't have to
Perfect.
brag about it. Just don't come to. Don't try to have. Listen, don't try to flirt with anyone on our island. You'll rip them in half.
yeah.
Listen, I got one I'm flirting with, that's it.
Aye, that's great, Sifos.
Okay. So I'm gonna. He goes over, picks up his clothes. I'm just gonna go to a room. If you really do want to chat, my room will be the one right by the stairs. And he pokes his head out the door. And he's like, correction, mine will be the one after the stairs, because looks like somebody's already fucking took the one I wanted. And just shuts the door.
I would like to roll. What would I roll to remember whether or not Lloyd used to have a sparrow on his necklace?
What is necklace? Just roll a history check.
Roll history.
I don't. We would be all able to remember that, wouldn't we?
Byrdi
Well,
knows him pretty
she's
well.
known him longer.
Yeah.
Also, does he have? Does he have a sister thing? Because I don't remember that about Lloyd. Oh, well, not great, but 12.
Well, searching your memory, you do remember way back. One of the first times you had talked to Lloyd, he was complaining quite loudly
Shocker.
about how the bread and the soup were just horrendous. And that his sister made the best onion bread. Just fantastic. Fucking make a bowl out of it, pour in a good fucking healthy stew into it, and it was just the best. And you do remember him just having a little charm out and about.
I'm sorry. You've made me nervous about sparrows.
Yeah. So, out of character. That's not Lloyd. That's a fucking changeling.
So,
So Byrdi is now standing in the water, hands on her hips. Right then, I'm gonna go take a nap. You'll enjoy yourselves.
All
And
right.
she as she gets out, she's squeezing the water out of her hair.
Isn't that the best?
so.
Sifos,
Yes.
does anything seem like? I think the next time we see Lloyd, I want you to throw on your magic eyes if you don't mind.
I can do that.
I don't remember that bird there on his necklace. And, well, we've run into one changeling before.
That wouldn't be the worst idea. And plus, either it gives him a pass to say, hey, I am... it either gives us a chance to confront him, or It's just he has a medallion or an extra charm.
I will remind you, you have thrown your magic eyes on when you first met Lloyd.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah. Nothing came up, did it?
Nope.
Yeah.
Just aberration chains around him.
Alright, but you're saying he's clean then?
Yeah. Retcon what I said. Theo, he was fine when we first got here. I mean, it's
Alright.
probably just a family charm.
It's from his sister. She makes great onion bread.
Oh.
Birdie's like picking up her armor. She's not putting it back on. She's just picking everything back up.
Hi, no need to whistle at people. That's very rude.
And
Can you blame me?
I didn't do it. Although, well, hold on. I don't think I can take the moral high ground here.
Alright. Behave. No talking about things.
You're no fun.
Aye, no fun at all.
And then I exit the room and I go to the room closest to the bathrooms.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
Cypher's just soaking.
Yeah.
In the open?
I would have laid down to take a nap.
Yeah, he was going to sleep.
Vola probably would have passed out and waited for everyone to leave, then taken a bath.
Okay.
You know, cleric.
Modesty.
Modesty.
Alright. So,
I'm
that was
actually
my
only
plan
going to
too.
take a short rest.
only going to take a short rest?
Yeah.
So I'm going to bandage my wounds with, stuff that I have, etc. You said there was clean linens in there in each of the
Yes.
rooms. So there's clean, clothes. Then. So I'm in plain clothes. I'm leaving the only thing that I have put on is my chainmail
Okay.
over my plain clothes.
Anybody else gonna just take a short rest?
Yeah.
Once Dio's done washing himself, he's gonna go to his room. He's gonna put up Tiny Hut.
Why?
Why? Because I don't trust this setup at all. Neither does Dio. Come back with a spear in his face.
That happens whenever you pop back in from, I'm assuming just a completely different place.
And, friend got thrown in prison. Anyway, yeah, and he's only going to allow the group to enter the tiny hut. And he's going to take a long rest.
Okay.
And also kind of look at examine the gauntlets. Because I'm assuming it's still in his possession.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cyphos is just taking a short rest. He's gonna roll. The rest of us hit dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Fuck it, short rests.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I have a
spin?
spell?
Are you taking a long rest, short rest?
Yes, I am taking a short rest. And then I was going to, since everyone else was gone, head into the bath and then come back.
Well, I guess you'll be walking in when Vola walks in, so
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
your ears just turn red.
Just mid undressed Vola looks over, see a Leofin.
Sweet.
Oh, I was kind of hoping no one would be in here.
I guess it's fine. You're a druid. It's fine.
I don't know what me being anyways. I go and sit awkwardly far away from Bola in the tub.
Leofin, we've been friends for a while. You don't need to make this awkward.
I'm not
Just
making it
don't
awkward. You brought it up. You're making it awkward.
And the awkward silence persists.
So, what do you think Dio gave you the ring? I'm curious.
I don't really know. I really, maybe just convenience? And I have decently good perception, so...
I'm still gonna have to punch him. This is the third time he's stolen from me.
Do you want it back?
I'm not entirely sure.
What Well, if you do, you don't have to punch me. You can just ask. As long as no one puts it
You
back
haven't done
on,
anything wrong to me, Leofin, but Dio has stolen from me 3 times.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does that, doesn't he? But yeah. As long as nobody puts the ring on, I think everything should be all right.
I suppose you're right, but there might come a time when someone has to put it on.
Like when Dio did.
Not that time.
Oh, okay.
Little halfling asshole.
He still has those gauntlets. I wonder. Has he put them on yet?
No, I don't think he has.
I wonder when he's going to.
See, you're thinking correctly, because you're not wondering if, you're wondering when. We need to really have a discussion with him on this.
Meta foreshadowing. About.
Would Tiny be taking a short or a long rest?
She'd be taking a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
God.
more manga. I rolled the wrong direction.
You were flipping the pages in the wrong.
Sorry, I'm
there.
used to every.
Now she read it from front to back. Now she's reading it back to front.
I see.
all of those people watching this podcast who just saw that.
Yeah.
All these people listening to this podcast just heard us have a bath scene.
Yeah, but nothing
Nah,
weird.
I
There was
mean-
nothing weird about it. I mean, other than the fact that you had 2 halflings trying to outperform each other in windmilling.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing weird.
Only
Oh,
only to be made to feel inferior by a dragonborn walking.
Not
in.
sure if inferior is the right words. Like, any
Made to feel conscious.
made to feel conscious. Terrified, but not inferior.
After a decent soak in the tub, I would get back out and I guess head back up to my room and kind of check around and see if anyone else was out and about doing anything.
Vol would probably go back to her room and do some prayers.
Okay.
Byrdi's up by now.
Cutting back over to Dio, who did say he was going to take a look at those gauntlets.
Alright, let's take a look, see?
Oh no.
As you pull the gauntlets out, you can see that they are far different from the ones that you pulled off the pedestal.
We still have those too, right?
Yes. In fact, you can put them down side by side and look at them. The fake ones are like a silver etched thing that is just absolutely beautiful craftsmanship. The real ones are covered in from what the parts that you can see are covered in layers of giant scales, the same that were on Drova. Blue to dark to a black fade with a green shine to them, just layered down the arm and a little bit over the palm. But the rest of the gauntlet is almost like an amorphous shadow that is constantly just moving, almost like a cloud. But you can tell the individual fingers.
Well, if this thing doesn't scream evil, I don't know what does. Do I want to put it on? Probably a bad idea for right now. I'll just keep you in my bag.
As you start to slide it back into the bag, the darkness leaking down onto your bed as it just almost like a dense fog. And it hits and disperses, and then finally put back away.
Aye, that's extremely ominous. I should probably talk to Lloyd about this when we get the chance. Maybe not here. Alright, well, I am now talking to myself out loud because no one can hear me inside this bubble. I'm gonna stop doing this now. I'm gonna go outside and find my friends.
And you do that. As you head outside, a couple of people have opened up their doors, at the very least, showing that are now awake and possibly functioning to the world.
So, ready to go get some more equipment? I'm excited.
I think that'd be great, and we probably should pay our host a visit at least for, giving us these rooms and everything.
Aye, and I'm gonna make the best tack and bacon halfling meal this Dragonborn's ever seen. She's probably never had a halfling meal, so
Probably not.
I think I'll do fine.
High expectations, I'm sure.
I mean, you did pretty good the last time we tried this.
Aye. Got a knack for this. Maybe I should have just been a renowned chef instead of a bard. Oh well.
Would have been interesting.
Aye. But then I wouldn't have put on itchy clothes. Oh wait, now this sounds worse.
As you itch.
Did you not put on the clothes that they had for you in your room?
I'm putting on other people's clothes. Do you think they're going to get accurate sizes for halflings?
Was slightly too big.
Yeah. They're like, oh, dwarves are short, halflings are short. Surely this will be fine.
Yeah, as
It's
you
like
lift-
same.
You lift up your your hands, and it's just like a child trying on their dad's shirt. It's like,
Hi, Byrdi. I would have put on new linens if it didn't make me look like I had a onesie on. I look like I had basically, I was wearing a dress. Which, to be fair, I'm not opposed to, but it's not helpful if my hands are covered.
Did
Oh.
everyone else change into the clothes or whatever?
Byrdi did.
Syphos did.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Vola
everyone
absolutely got out of her
Armor.
vomits,
Vomit
stained
covered armor.
clothes,
Yeah.
and got into her armor.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to burn that Gamerson.
Yeah. I don't know what was everyone's problem. I had no problems down that
I
slide.
think Byrdi's the only one who didn't vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Uh.
didn't.
I was going to say, yeah, Leopard and Birdie.
Leopold and Byrdi are the only two that
It
didn't
matters. It matters little.
Yeah, except it mattered not because I slid into everyone else's.
vomit. Yeah,
I think I'm the
same
only
problem.
one that didn't vomit on that.
No, there was definitely vomit when I went down.
I think that was yours.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm the one that's clean and you're all dirty, so
Make an insight check.
We took
Wait.
bath.
oh, me or him.
Syphos.
Oh.
Insight? What is my insight
do
plus
I
one?
not? Do I not get to roll?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Fuck it up.
I got a 5.
Yes.
You start to think back to that slide, and it's like, I think that was my vomit.
It's at this point, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But it was still nasty.
Hi.
Oh,
So, what are y'all all doing?
So,
Kaine probably still in the room.
Oh.
waiting
No,
around.
she took a short rest, so she should be done by now too.
Well, I mean, this is Kaine. Somebody's gonna have to stop her from reading. manga.
right.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll just make a group trip to go get Kaine. And, they had bells in our rooms, right? We could get someone's attention.
Yep.
So we'll just ring, is Lloyd out?
You see the second door down from the stairs, door wide open. Yeah, I'm up.
Ring the bell. Actually, can you reach it?
And he just walks out the room and stares at you. Ring your own damn bell.
Oh, motherfucker. You're
I'll walk
already
into
in,
Kaine's
you're
room.
already in your room. Just ring the bell.
I ain't ringing the bell for some half pint that thinks that he can
Oh,
talk
half
up
pint.
to me.
Half pint. I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you. I use my disguise cat to make myself look a little taller.
Kaine, come on, we've got to go check and see what this equipment is that they want to give us. You can finish reading the chapter later. Come on. Come on.
She just gets up and just keeps the book like in front of her face as she follows behind you.
Just ring the... or Byrdi, I need you to settle something. I know you're tired and not putting up... Who's taller? Me or Lloyd?
Are you standing next to each other right now? Is that what's going on? Are we having a dick measuring contest with our own heights?
Alright, well, yeah.
Of
I wouldn't
course.
play that game.
Hi.
You're both shorter than my hips. It doesn't matter. And she walks past them.
Syphos.
I wouldn't play this game if I were you.
We're not talking about fucking Johnsons here. Which one of us is taller?
Hi, I'm fairly certain I'm taller.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't play this game because no one's... it's so minute. No one's going to be able to tell.
Are you calling me short?
Hi.
You're both short. You're both very short.
How dare you? We're pint-sized. We're carry-pack. We're fun-sized.
Travel-sized for your convenience.
Hi, fun-sized.
Travel-sized is probably the most accurate term.
Hi, did you ring the bell in her room? Because this fucker won't do it.
Why do we need to ring the bell exactly?
Hi, do we...
Because it'll bring Jaras up and he can take us to wherever it is we need to go.
Hi, do any of you know how to navigate this place?
I mean,
Byrdi
we can just
walked
walk
past
around.
Lloyd
I was
into
just-
his room and has rung his bell.
You two are having height contests, and I'm just making sure that that's why we're ringing the bell.
Hi, that's not why we're ringing the bell, but since you're mentioning it, Leofin, which one of us is taller?
Leofin, please don't. Leave them
Leofin.
guessing.
Leofin.
Leave them guessing.
And as you are standing there, Leofin, not even you notice as Jaras just all of a sudden speaks next to you. Well, I believe it must be, it's a little hard if you have that hat on.
Like, what hat?
And he reaches over and pushes your hat over.
Oh, shite.
Yes, that's better. I believe you're just about the same height. Gets down on his knees just a little, like, bent down, sitting on his heels. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, you're exactly the same height. And he puts his hand on both of your heads. Perfectly. That's
What did
remarkable.
I tell you? What did I tell you?
What are the odds of that?
Hi, what are the odds?
I
I don't know why
It's-
you took off my hat. It wasn't changing anything.
Right.
Hmm.
And he picks it up and brushes it off just a little bit and sticks it back on your head. There you are. So, you rang.
I think we're ready to meet with I'm sorry, I'm not.
It was Sulin Quicksilver.
I see. She's good with names.
Yes.
I have never spoken a word of Dragonborn before in my life.
It's a very guttural language. So, let's all go if you're ready. And he begins to show you the way down the hall, down the stairs, down another hall, and up to a ebony door covered in silver
Filigree?
filigree.
You're welcome.
Hi, this looks like a door built by the doors themselves.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a dwarf that built most of the doors here. Yes.
Big gaudy.
I wouldn't know. And he knocks on the door, and you can hear a muffled, "Come in." He opens the door up, and you can see Sulin sitting behind a rather plain-looking desk compared to others that y'all have seen in this place. Just a straight oak desk. Nothing fancy, nothing outrageous. And a bit of paper on it. She looks up at the group. Ah, so. I see that everybody seems a little more well rested.
Yes.
Only a tad. But yeah, your favorite halfling's back. It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Lloyd.
Ah,
Oof.
that's Lloyd. I'm Dio. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yes,
hard
I
to
know.
tell
I
them
was
apart.
talking to Lloyd, and Lloyd's like standing right behind you, just like behind your shoulder.
You wipe that smirk off your face. I say in halfling.
And in Draconic, I say, I would like to apologize for my language earlier. That was rude.
I assumed that you went through some very troubling things inside, she says in Primordial.
Good to know. In Primordial.
So, if you're all ready, do you want to discuss the arrangement?
Sure.
Hi. Why are you giving us anything? Is quite suspicious, actually.
Is it Dio or Vola?
Hi, it's me.
So, not gonna... I don't blame you, really. Especially after what I assume was not a very pleasant day so far. But the fact that you say that you survived fighting with a god makes me a little more hopeful for our city coming out of this a little more whole. And I would like to ask formally for the city that you help protect it.
Well, I don't have a problem with that, personally.
Well, then I'll,
But I can't speak for the rest of my compatriots.
What's his name? His name was... Niran, right? It was Niran was the one we had talked with earlier.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you the same thing that we told Niran. We have no problem helping the city. But there is something that I want.
And what is that? Oh, you're the one that was wanting their father, of course. Yes. Sorry, I have a lot of things on my mind.
It's fine.
We have been able to find your father over in the camps that they have set outside the walls, but we haven't been able to get anyone near them.
Can you tell me where it is?
If I remember correctly, if you go over to the west gate, head down about a mile to the south, and look straight out. You might be able to see a small little camp that your father's should be residing in. It's also where our lovely orc priest has been.
I assumed. Seeing as he's the one who insisted on having my dad as their scribe.
Yes. As the only information that I've been able to get out of there is that he's seems to be in good health.
Well, that's something. Well then, what do the rest of you want?
Mostly the well-being of the city. I wouldn't mind a badge to allow me to play in public.
I mean, I can have one made for you.
Is that required here?
Yes, it is required.
Every city, I swear.
Yeah. But
And then
if-
there was something about a vault.
Yes, if you'd... And she stands up. If you would follow me, I will show you to the vault. Please keep quiet about what you see in mine. I have a little thing with Cole going on right now that if he can guess what's in there, I can... he'll get a choice of one of the prizes. But he's been guessing some very weird thing. But nevertheless, follow me. And she walks up to one of the walls, and you can see her reach up to some side paneling. She grabs it, twists, and what looked like a completely solid border just turns around where her hand is, and you see the wall click and kind of move in a little bit and then slide off to the side.
See, now that the Elven capital had done it that way, I never would have seen the drag marks and thought that the door was meant to be opened.
Are you talking about the one in the secret library?
Yes.
Ah, you know it too!
Yeah. It's not great design, really.
Aye.
You have to walk all the way down those stairs and then make it out of the library, just so that you can be safe. I don't know why they didn't just have flying owls. She walks further into the hallway.
Quick question. Is, what was her name again? I have fucking forgot.
Su Lin.
No, not Su Lin.
Oh, the Prime?
Aye. Yeah.
Tierson.
Tierson. Aye, is Tierson still the Prime?
I believe so, yes.
Darn. Alright.
And you continue walking down. You pass several doors on your way, all of them locked.
Actually, that's his, one thing. I wonder if you could put in a good word for our group to the Elven capital, if you wouldn't mind.
I mean, because they're in such constant contact right now.
She knows enough about the secret passageway.
Well, I know of it.
Ah, I see. Fair enough. If you don't mind me asking, how do you plan on fighting this army?
Well, we have hired quite a few mercenaries from Orwell, and we were wanting to see if Orwell itself would help us, but that has fallen through a little bit.
Aye, well, hold on. Perhaps that's where, believe it or not, my abilities might come in handy. Or mine and Vola's.
Oh, so you can do something about a floating island.
Sorry. Could you repeat that?
Floating island?
Yes, apparently there's some giant floating island that came from over the Gulf and is now floating over the tail end of the Serpent Spine.
What?
Well, that's quite interesting tale.
That's what I thought.
But we've
How
helped
about
out the
that?
dwarves a couple of times. We might be able to get them to send a few people to help us. I mean, I speak Dwarvish, Wola speaks Dwarvish, and yeah, we're in fairly good standing, I think, with the dwarves.
Well, I suppose you can try. There's no harm in it. But they've been quite adamant that the majority, if not all of their forces, have been put to the task of discovering what the island is doing. So we had to take from Stonewall. Stonewall?
Stonewall?
Stanwell? Ah, yes.
Stonewall.
Lovely town.
Yes. So, and you finally get to the end of this hallway, constantly passing by locked doors all the way here, until you reach at the very end, what looks to be incredibly reinforced door. She takes out a stone out of her pocket and places it against the door itself. And you can see the stone begin to emanate a little light. The ring around her hand emanate a little more, and then both go dead as the door clicks open. She opens the door, and inside you can see a very well-lit room with a few racks centered around a very beautiful carpet laying on the ground. The racks contain, from right to left, staffs that of varying qualities and designs, swords, just standing on stands, and a variety of different types of armor. One that looks like a headpiece, some embraces, a very familiar looking kind of shield.
Oh my god, it's back. It's fucking back again.
They can't sell it, so they just gave it away.
So, as you can see, this is my fairly rare vault. If you do agree, well, you have mostly agreed to fight this war. If you survive, you can keep one thing out of this vault, and you can take it with you into battle. This is the other part of us hopefully winning.
Aye, well, I'm glad you have a lot of faith in us, but one item altogether, or one item each?
Each.
Ooh. Alright. Well, I wouldn't need the item anyway, but I'd rather fight for this city. I've seen what the this army has done to Hopter Springs, so...
Very well.
But I'm not taking you down on your offer. There's got to be something in here. We need as much of an edge, I think, against...
Well, there's plenty in here.
Aye.
So do you have like a list of all the things?
Yeah. So instead of having her describe it, can we get like...
I have a list of stuff.
I present you this magic spell called PDF. It allows you to figure out everything that is in my room, as long as you read it carefully.
Yeah. No. Who's going to which place? Or does anybody have an idea of which station they want to head to?
Well, Vola's going to the armor because I'm pretty sure that shield caught her attention.
Okay.
Stabs, armor, or swords?
Fucking Dio will also check out the armor. His isn't working properly right now.
Okay.
Is there shields over by the armor that are made out of wood?
That are made out of wood.
Are there shields? No. There. Over by the armor, there is one shield. It is almost kind of looks like a tiny buckler, and is made out of. Actually, does look like it is made out of wood.
Ooh.
And it is very similar to the other animated shields that you had seen before. There is a cloak with silvery threads that run throughout it, and the cloak itself is almost a midnight black, made of silk. There are van braces that are sitting on a table that have very fine design waved into them and have a kind of sheen coming off of them. Almost a multicolor type of sheen. There is a set of scale mail made out of what you can only assume is Drova scales. They are very similar to the ones that you saw on her.
Can I get some stats on that scale mail?
The stats for that scale mail is that it is scale mail. It gives you
Scale mail armor.
Scale mail armor. It gives you advantage against being frightened by dragons and their breath attacks.
Oh.
And it also gives you resistance depending on the type of dragon.
Okay.
She relates this to you.
Yes. So, like, what's its AC?
AC, I believe, is 14 plus your dex up to 2.
Right. Okay, so...
Actually, and it's also a +1.
+1.
So that
Okay.
would be 15 plus 2,
15 plus 2.
depending on your dex.
Yeah, no. Okay. Could not justify getting that for 4.
Yeah. And that is all of the armor that is in this little area.
Right. You said 15. You said 15
actually-
plus 2. Is that heavy armor? I'm assuming it's heavy armor.
It's 15 plus your
there's-
dex.
Ah.
There's also a helmet. I
Ah.
was wondering, I was like, no, that should be. There was also a helmet that is almost kind of gaudy, for the simple fact that looks almost like cast out of straight silver, and it has the eyebrow ridges that swing up over it, and there are quite a few jewels embedded throughout it.
But what are the stats?
On the helmet, she tells you that it is the Helm of Brilliance,
Ah.
and that wearing it you can cast a variety of spells, and has a variety of different effects so long as the gems are still viable.
I see.
Casting the spells destroys the gems.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Sorry. One last question. What was the cloak? What's the cloak?
The black one?
The black one.
The cloak was fashioned after a spider, essentially. Allows you to climb on walls and ceilings without trouble, shoot spider webs. It's quite an oddity, actually.
Ah, that kind of sounds cool. Guys, we could put it on Clive.
I don't think that our mounts get to choose an item, Dio.
Oh. Fair enough.
Plus, a goat with a cloak is rather
Majestic.
ridiculous.
Ah, it's a little ridiculous, but he's a kind of a ridiculous goat.
Accurate.
You said the buckler was a leather buckler?
No, wooden.
Wood.
Oh, it was wooden? I would like to look at that.
Right? You found an animated shield.
Ooh.
It is +2 to your armor class, and when the proper command word is spoken, it will fly around you and protect you for 1 minute.
So it's that floating shield. Huh.
It's at the buckler.
I want that.
I want that. Alright.
I needed a wooden shield. I might as well take a floating wooden shield.
Exactly.
And +2, that's a bargain.
That's the only armor out of all this I can wear other than the cloak, and I can already turn into a spider.
Yeah.
It also the command word is bonus action.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cyphos, you were wanting to take a look at the staffs?
Yes, please.
Back over here.
I'll get
Where's the
Dio's gonna
staff?
run over there and check out the staffs too.
Okay. From left to right, there is a very plain-looking staff that you can feel a bit of energy emanating off of it. It looks pretty similar to just a plain quarterstaff with bands around both ends that have some runic script written into them.
So probably just a +2, or probably +1.
That'd be more of a Kaine thing.
She looks over at you and is like, "Oh, that's his staff of striking.
Oh, okay.
It's +3 actually,
Oh.
and has 10 charges to where you can pump some extra force damage into it."
Yeah, it's a Kaine thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Kaine.
There is a staff with a bit of flame decoration around the shaft and a almost cage-like apparatus at the top with a flame flickering out of it. Another staff that is similar in design, but for a lightning theme, that has a branching tendrils of lightning coming off the top, made completely of silver.
Ooh.
A staff that looks like it is crafted completely out of one piece of ice.
Of ice?
Of ice.
Oh.
With a bit of fur wrapped around some of the staff for holding. And a somewhat unassuming staff that is almost looks like a sleek design, gunmetal gray all the way through. Has, instead of being completely round, is almost like a sword hilt in design, and rectangular, and there is runes scribed from the top all the way down to the very base of it.
Dio wants to know more about that.
I was about to say, can you tell me more about this staff?
She looks over at you and she sees the staff in question, and you can see her stiffen just a little bit. I did say that you could have anything in here, but I wasn't informed that that one was placed in this room.
So that sounds like I'm about to have to take it.
That is what the College of Moroth would call a staff of power.
Ooh.
I know.
It's something that they only make every few decades.
I shall take it.
Hold on.
I can't rightfully just give this one away.
If you said that we can have anything in here, and
And
this
I
is going to
did.
help, if it's going to help the city, I think it's justified.
And you see her just like straight up conflict. Do you mind possibly trading?
Trading with what?
Do you have something wondrously rare?
Oh,
Wondrously rare. I do not, but how about I trade you 2 items?
Like?
The staff of the adder and a quarterstaff of +2.
Yeah, no. It has to. I cannot give this away for anything that is not in itself somewhat unique.
Sifos, hold on. Perhaps this should stay with its owner. What does this staff even do?
Well, the staff, and in her explanation, the wielder of the staff gets a +2 to attacks and damage rolls. While
Made with the
holding it,
staff.
you gain a +2 to armor class, saving throws, and spell attack rolls.
See?
It has 20 charges, and it has a variety of different spells that can be cast from it. It also has the effect of the Staff of Striking, and the
Yeah.
ability to
Add force damage.
force damage to your attacks.
Okay.
It has the ability to create zones where magic cannot be cast into it, and has the ability to cast a Wall of Force, along with Cone of Cold, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, and Hold Monster, and a few other lighter spells.
Okay. Alright,
See, nothing too amazingly out of the ordinary.
Listen, if he wants that, and he thinks it's going to be useful, then I have a wondrous item I can trade for you.
oh, hold on. I've got one that I think is a little bit more disposable. If I'm thinking it's the same one that I'm thinking about, that you're thinking about.
I highly doubt that, but go ahead.
Hi, I have this amulet. This one's a pretty wondrous item. Pretty rare.
What is it?
It's an amulet of, I believe, health.
Hmm.
Let's say I've been able to take a couple more hits with this on. More than a couple.
I'm not certain. Is there anything else that you possibly have?
As I said, I still have
Back in the room.
I have
I
the
have
two
a
staffs.
building.
You can have the amulet.
You said wondrous.
Huh? Oh, wonders. Oh, oh.
Wondrous, yeah.
It's a wondrous item.
Wondrously rare.
Oh, well, I was about to. What if I give you my robe of useful items?
That thing with holes in it.
Yes,
It's a little singed at the edges, but it works well.
exactly.
And she looks around her room and is like, I sadly think I will have to decline on that.
Well, do you see anything that does strike your fancy at all? Anything we have?
She looks around at y'all. Looks at you, Cyphos, in particular.
Oh no.
Is there anything that you might be holding in that fancy bag?
Not really anything wondrous. Very numerous, but not wondrous. I have 2 Spectre eye stalks.
A pair of Perryton antlers.
Yes. 50 pairs of Periton feathers. I have 6 large chitin pieces from a
Bullet.
Umberhulk?
Bullet.
From the bullet.
Yeah.
That's what
we
it was.
have Umberhulk incisors.
That I also have 2 of those. I know, I just don't want to say it. But I also have a item not in my bag of wondrous level enchantment. It is what we call the Cube of Force.
Really?
Cyphus holds the cube.
And what does this do?
This cube is a shield for any situation. For example, say someone's shooting giant balls of rock at you because, as things happen. You hit one side of the cube and it stops inanimate objects from entering. Or you hit another side and it stops spells from attacking. You hit another side, it stops gases from getting in. And another one is basically all of them. It stops spells, organic, inorganic, gases, things of that nature, from entering a 15 by 15 square. Well, cube.
Well, that's very impressive.
Wait, hold on, Cyphos, you're not considering giving this up, are you?
If it's going to help the city, would this be fair enough for a trade?
Yeah, well, I would be willing to trade for that. And as you're saying this, you also do see 2 rods up above the staves. One almost feels like it's calling out to you.
Like it's calling to me?
Yeah. There's something that's like echoing to you, just a little bit.
So right before I hand her the cube, I push it back down, and I ask about, so what is this particular rod? It's enticing.
She sees you point up there and is like, the rod of absorption or the rod of... I actually don't know what the other one is. And the one that she doesn't know, quite frankly, is the one that feels like it's calling to you just a little bit.
Cyphus wants to reach up and grab it real quick.
As you touch the rod, you can feel almost an echoing as it resonates with something deep in you. And you can feel your patron almost brush the back of your nape with a very quick burst of information. This is a packed rod, +3.
Oh.
For one action, you can get back 1 spell.
Well, so for one action, I can get 1 spell back,
Yeah.
or I could have a staff that has several spells.
Yes.
You know, as tempting as this rod is, Cyphus will put it back in its place, ignore the echoing.
Okay. So, do we have a deal?
My cube for your staff.
Yes. And I will add, if for some reason you do not make it out, and one of your party members do, I will give it back to them.
Sounds like a fair trade. Sounds like a fair trade to me.
Alright?
And I hand her the cube that has saved our lives so many times.
Give me your address. I'm driving down.
And you pick up the Staff of Power. Anybody want to look at anything else?
Swords.
Swords?
Yeah, swords.
Swords and weapons, please.
Alright. As you look at the swords, there is a rapier that looks like it has several very gothic design to it. And there are several skulls that kind of weave throughout the guard. And in each of these skulls, there is a little red gem placed inside of its mouth.
Oh, metal.
It is fucking metal as hell. Next to that is a sword, a little smaller than your typical one-handed sword. A little smaller than the side sword. But it also has a sapphire gem placed in the middle of its guard, and the guard itself are wings that spread out. Another sword looks fairly plain compared to the other two, with a red ruby in its pommel. And you can see just a little bit of light emanating from it.
I'd like to know more about that one.
She looks at it and is like, "This is the sword of Parans. It's essentially a general's blade. It allows you, the gem in the pommel allows your commands to be heard to your allies far better, allowing them to act quicker." Essentially, what this does is, with once on each of your turns, you can immediately, after using an attack, have someone you can see within 60 feet be able to use their reaction to attack immediately. If you dash, you can do the same with them to be able to move up to their speed with their reaction. With their action, if you take the dodge action, they can also take the dodge action.
Interesting.
And it is a +1 blade.
+1 long sword, short sword.
It is a longsword.
Okay. Continue.
There is a blade that is covered with several designs of animals, almost etched in gold along the center of the blade going up, and the wraps around the blade in leather have etchings of different types of animals around the grip. Another sword that almost looks like it's made of stone, with a very polished blade on one side. and a grip or a guard that is of 2 horns that just kind of point out and up. And that is it.
Dio would like to know more about the sword that has the fucking skulls on it.
The rapier?
Yes.
Rapier, 9 lives stealer.
Ooh,
Hi, that sounds terrifying. Tell me more.
Plus,
great. It's
Plus-
so good.
So metal.
plus 2 bonus to attack damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The sword has a 1d8 plus 1 charge, which I will, well, for this one it is, I'm just going to say full charge. 9 stones are in this because she's not settling for anything less. So, if you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be slain instantly.
Holy shit.
Shit.
As the sword tears its life force from, as the sword tears the creature's life force from its body, construct or undead is immune. The sword loses 1 charge if the creature is slain. And that means if you crit and they fail, then you lose the charge. If they succeed, you don't lose the charge.
Okay.
When the sword has no charges remaining, it loses this property. So it loses the slain property.
Once it's stolen 9 lives, essentially.
Once it's stolen 9 lives, it'll lose the ability to slay things, but it will still be a +2 attack sword. Rapier.
Oh, that'd be about the same as what I have now. Except this also has a +2 fire damage, but...
Yeah.
And I'm not trading it, so... Oh. You know what, fuck it, let's learn about the other swords as well. Because I just learned that Dio can wield a long sword for whatever reason.
Well, you might really like one of these other ones.
I don't think it'll be helpful because long swords apply strength, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a -1 to any damage I do with that. But I can wield one.
Yeah, go ahead and let me know what the other ones are like.
Yeah.
The one next to that is a dancing sword. Much like the animated blade, the animated shield,
Oh, sorry.
it will fight for you. And this one itself is a short sword.
Okay.
This one uses finesse and is light, so it would be using your dex modifier. It can fly up with a bonus action. You can fly up to 30 feet and attack on the same turn, so long as the creature is within 5 feet of it. It's essentially a spiritual weapon, but with a blade that can attack for, I believe it's 4 turns before it has to come back to you.
Ah.
After hovering, the sword attacks for the 4th time. It flies up to 30 feet and tries to return to your hand. So if it can't get to you or your hands are full, it will fall at the end of 30 feet.
Okay.
And the stone one? I think that was the one after the glowy one, right?
The stone one was the last one you saw. It is the Sword of Sharpness. When you attack with this object, the magic sword, and hit, maximize your weapon damage and dice against the target. When you attack a creature with this weapon, you roll a d20. On an attack roll, the target takes an extra 14 slashing damage, period. Then roll another d20. If you roll a 20 again, you lop off one of the target's limbs. With this effect of such loss that it is determined by me. If the creature has no limbs, you lop a portion of its body off.
Ew.
In addition, you can speak the sword's command word and cause the blade to shed bright light in 10-foot radius and dim light an additional 10 feet. Speaking the word again or sheathing it will put out the light.
That's mine.
I could lop off limbs.
I thought you might like that.
Oh man, I'm having.
It is a long sword.
This one is a long sword.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
So you said a sword of sharpness?
Sword of sharpness, long sword variety.
Okay.
Dio's trying to figure out whether he wants the 9 lives or...
There is one more.
Ooh.
It has not been
okay.
explained. It is the sword with the animals along it.
Right.
Yes.
She tells you this is the polymorph blade. When you attack a creature with the magic weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, creature must make a DC 15 wisdom save, in addition to suffering the attack's normal effects. On a fail, the creature also suffers the effects of polymorph spell. Roll a d20 to consult the following table to determine the form the target is transformed into.
I think Dio wants to take the animated sword.
The animated sword?
Yes.
So Dio takes the dancing sword.
And that's a bonus action that I activated?
Yes, bonus
Okay.
action. Byrdi takes the sword of sharpness. Leofin took the animated shield. Kaine, we're just gonna say, is taking the staff of striking.
Yep.
Nothing else really works for her.
What were those gauntlets? Or the bracers? That
Oh,
were
yeah.
over
The
there in
bracers
armor?
are actually pretty fucking awesome. She describes that they were made by a powerful house that had a very powerful illusionist who wanted to be able to cast. She wanted to be able to cast minor illusion far quicker than anybody else could. But in making these, she did a little bit too well of a job. These bracers actually will allow you to cast any cantrip as a bonus. Whenever you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip a second time.
Oh shit! It's basically a spell twinning
Yep.
for cantrips.
So basically, I could cast 2 Eldritch Blasts, or 4
I have
Eldritch Blasts.
4 Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that would be scary.
But there is a little bit of an issue. Does it add any armor?
It does not add armor.
Then you'd be okay.
Yeah, they're just bracers.
There was that, so there was that helmet, and there was also that cloak, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was the
spider
cloak,
cloak.
and there was
Spider
the
cloak.
dragon scale armor. Alright. Vola is the only one that hasn't chosen anything.
Vola will take the arachnid cloak.
The arachnid cloak?
I can't, like...
We're making the most mobile cleric ever.
Yeah.
One of the over in the staves there were 2 rods. One was called the Rod of Absorption.
What does that one do?
While holding this rod, you can use a reaction to absorb a spell that is targeting only you and not with an area of effect spell. It absorbs the spell level, not the spell. It can hold up to 50 levels of spells, essentially. And you can pull from that pool to cast any spell that you know or have prepared.
So she could, if she absorbs spells with this thing, she could use the spell slots that she's absorbed with Thing to cast,
Others.
other spells that she
The spells that
runs out
she
of spell
has.
slots. Oh, that's awesome.
Doesn't matter, you'll lose either way.
Yeah.
She picks something. We'll let her pick.
Vola walks up to one of the things and picks one of the things. And after everybody picking their equipment, the Sulin looks at all of you. So, now that everybody is...
Hold on, not everybody. You didn't get anything for Lloyd.
I don't believe Lloyd has entered that dungeon and come out with a full group of living people.
Aye, but he's been a rifter for, 20 years. pretty
Dio,
much by himself. He's done a lot of. He's done a lot of work. Hold on, I'm not done. I think he should be. Listen, you're needing someone. You're needing people to protect the city. I think having one extra person who's extremely competent in what he does. Not only that, he can seem to get in and out of any location.
Roll persuasion.
Hey, human. Fuck me. 7 plus 7 is 14.
I have not heard of any of this one's achievements from anyone who I can trust not to be biased, so I'm going to have to decline. Sadly. Sorry, Lord.
Fine.
That's fine. I got plenty of shit I can do, so it's fine. Whatever.
Hi. Yeah, same halfling. Looks like I'm the favorite now.
I'm gonna take your fucking shit.
You leave my shit alone.
So, if we're all done here, as she looks at you both talking in halfling,
Yeah, we're done.
there is a nice meal. There's a nice meal waiting for you in the commons room.
Oh, you're not gonna let me cook?
I feel that our own cook would be rather put off if we made you cook in his stead.
He does this everywhere he goes, don't worry.
But halflings are always so touchy about their workspaces.
Oh.
Anyway,
Hi, look, Leah, finish your mother.
Hmm?
Nothing. Nothing.
did I say something to offend you?
No, it's nothing. It's fine. Nothing I hadn't heard before.
Well, I mean, if you
No.
want to, if you want to talk to
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Byrdi about his cooking space, I'm certain he'd love to hear about his homeland.
Wait, what?
She did just say
Halfling.
halflings are picky about their
own
workspaces. Did that not give it away, Dio?
I thought she was referring to me.
Ugh.
There's no... I'm sorry, how often do you look around and see, oh, there's a halfling? Usually
You
all
don't,
the time.
which is why, when she said that, out of context clues...
I thought she was referring to me. How many
Listen,
half-
I am not the most intelligent person in this party.
No one is. I've only got
And
a...
I still picked up on that.
So, if we can go now,
Food,
she's
yes,
like pushing
please,
you all out of the
food,
room.
please.
And as you're beginning to leave, Leofin, give me a perception check.
What?
We've been duped, possibly even bamboozled.
No joke. I'm scared
Ah, what
now.
a kerfuffle.
Oh no.
What did you do?
10.
Ugh.
10? That's plenty more than enough. As you start to walk out of the room, you're kind of one of the last people she's kind of pushing out. You look back and just, for a brief second, you swear the edge of the carpet lifts up. A little thing almost waves at you
Oh my.
as you walk away.
Are you saying I got fucking gypped out of my magic carpet, you son of a bitch?
Hello, everybody! I'm the DM, and I like to fuck with my players!
I did say that there was a carpet on the ground, but no one talked about it.
No one talked about she didn't.
Can I wave back at the carpet just a little bit as we walk away?
Just a little, like,
Just like
two
a
finger
bye.
salute
The little,
Yeah.
little finger salutes.
as you walk away.
At least I saw you.
It was a 3x5 foot carpet, kind of flying speed of 80 feet. But let's move on.
Oh, let's move on.
Ugh.
Y'all,
man.
Moving right along.
y'all are escorted into her chambers, where Jarrus takes you to the common room. Nice spread of bacon, hardtack, and it looks like they splurged just a little bit and got y'all some eggs.
Ooh, eggs.
There's apparently some chickens out back that the cook keeps just in case of a hankering for the most delicious
Hi.
food there is.
Lloyd.
Yeah?
We should see who it is. We might know them. Who knows?
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. And as y'all are walking back there to talk, harass, something with the cook,
Well, I mean,
and the rest of the party sits down to a meal, that's where we're going to end it for the night.
Okay. Woo!
Yay.
yay, dancing sorts over.
Another classic Dio interacting with another cook coming up. I can't
Oh
wait.
yeah, this
This is an ongoing
interesting.
theme.
Cook-off coming on next episode.
Every single time, it's like, oh hey, someone's gonna cook for us. Like, no, let me do that.
To be fair,
Step away from that stove.
yeah, how many inns have we gone into that we're cook and the guy doesn't know what he's doing, so Dio has to be like, listen.
True, but I'm wondering if you've met your match today, though.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Are we gonna have a, what is it, Shingeki?
Shokugeki.
Ooh, Shokugeki.
Shokugeki, yeah. Between the cook and Dio, while we're wasting a whole bunch of time while there's a siege, and our host is like, guys, come on, what are you doing?
We're being literally
I'm
attacked.
gonna take those back.
Hey everyone, David here. Thanks for listening to the Ring of Contrarians podcast. New episodes come out on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month. You can listen to us anywhere fine podcasts are found, and on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook @ofcontrarians. See you next time.